Hi everybody, my name's Lizzie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome to my Facebook page, whichever you're watching this on. I was inspired today to do something a little bit fun before I start my readings. I'm going to do a all season, all situation survival breakdown for all my ladies out there, because for the young, the middle-aged, and the old, I want you all out there, ladies, to be prepared for whatever situation is coming at you and be prepared to help other women who are around you, whatever is going on in your life. So, go get a pen and a notebook, especially if you're going off to college or you're moving away from your family for the first time. I was known as Mama Liz wherever I went because my mother was a very good mother, and she used to drive me crazy, but I tell you what, she saved my goddamn life. Let me put this up a little. When I was 18, she made a kit for me to survive any situation I was in, and I took it to college, and I can't even tell you how many times I saved myself or somebody else just because my mom instilled this mentality in me. And also I was a Girl Scout, so I was heavy into learning how to be prepared, I guess, in terms that you could understand. If you were going off to war, I was like the medic. Everybody came to me in whatever situation they were in. Wherever I was, there's always some kind of medical thing that another female needed, or you know, shit happens to us girls, and we need some help, and we need to be able to back each other up. So, I broke it up into 4 parts: clothing, health, beauty, and practicality. I used to have a box in my trunk, and it was my go-to dire situation, any kind of situation. It would just be in the back of my trunk. Before I had a car, because I did get a car a little later, I came from a family with 5 kids, so I didn't get a car for a while. I would carry a book bag around. When I got to a party or whatever, I would hide it somewhere, and you know, I thought people would pick on me for it, but anytime anyone said anything, my friends were immediately like, leave her alone, because when you are in a crisis, this girl will save your fucking life. And it's true. Like, people are like, why are you carrying around all this stuff? But I always used it. If you don't want to be like me, you can just monitor and take what you need in your life, carrying in your purse, your book bag, or in the box of your car. I will try to guide you where it should go. Again, all season, all areas. Here we go. We're going to start with clothing stuff. Very important. Where I live, it gets bitter cold. You can die. So I have an all-season blanket. It zips up. I keep this in the back of my car. I actually had to go get it to do this. But if you're in an area where it's not cold and you have fires, I would highly suggest keeping a fire blanket in your car. They come in the same way. You could, like, I'll show you. Unzip it. It's a blanket in there, a nice warm blanket. So if like your car breaks down in the winter here, there's been people that froze to death in their cars, especially up closer to Canada. So I always keep that in my car, even in the summer. I sometimes use it as a picnic blanket. Or if I'm spending the night somewhere, it works as a sleeping bag as well. So I would highly suggest, if you're an outdoor person, just having one anyway, because like I said, you can use it as a picnic blanket, a sleeping blanket, and in the winter it will save your life. Again, if you are in like a forest fire type of situation, a fire blanket, I would even get a mini fire extinguisher because I'm extra. But trust me, when you're surrounded by fire, that fire extinguisher can save your life and get you out of trouble. Next, I always carry a giant umbrella. This can fit up to 3 people, because anytime you're in a situation where it's raining and everyone else is not prepared, they bombard you like, hey, can I stand under that with you? And I wanted to be there for my friends, so I always got the jumbo. You can keep it in your car in the winter as well. It works for snow-like situations. If it's snowing really heavy, you will never go wrong with having an umbrella in your car. It'll save your ass. It'll keep your hair from getting wet. Next, a lot of places, like this was $3, or $5, sorry. A lot of places now, like especially stadiums, any kind of sports game, concerts, you can only bring clear purses in. So I would highly suggest keeping one of these in your car, because if you get to a place and they have it listed that you can't bring purses or whatever, you can throw all your essential stuff and you're good to go. You're prepared. So I keep one of these in my car. A lot of this stuff I don't keep in my car anymore because I'm not in college and I have my own place. But if you're like newly dating and you're going between your boyfriend's or girlfriend's house, or yeah, I don't discriminate. You can keep some of the stuff in your car. But now that I have my own place and I'm more grown, a lot of this stuff isn't in my car anymore. But again, I'm gearing more towards the college girls because I wish somebody told me this shit when I was younger. Alright. I always keep a hat in my car for them bad hair days, or if it rains and your hair gets fucked up, or you want to play a sporting event and you forgot your sunglasses, whatever situation, it's always good to have a hat in your car, ladies. This is a new ad. I always keep a cloth face mask if I want to be a little fashionable. I have a cloth one. Keep that in your glove box. Next up, I'm not going to show you too much because this is bra and underwear. If you're doing a lot of overnights with, like I said, with a lover, or if you're in college and, you know, you go to a party and you get drunk and you have to spend the night there, or you hook up, or whatever situation, it's always good in your box to keep bra and underwear. There was a few times where people, you know, got drunk and peed themselves. I try to keep underwear. When I was in college, I would go to the store and buy the packs of underwear and just keep them unused ones, so in case somebody else needed one, but you don't have to be that extra about it. I always, like I said, this is getting to the season where it's really cold. I always keep an extra coat, especially if you get stuck in the cold. You can put 2 coats on. Sorry, I'm trying to get it out of my way. 2 coats on, or if someone else forgets their coats, especially teenagers, you can have a coat for them or one of your friends, or if you spill something on, whatever. It's always good to have an extra coat in your car. If you live in a hot climate, raincoat. Because if you don't have an umbrella, a raincoat works just as well. Or a poncho even. Alright, let me lift this up. I always keep a pair of leggings in my car in case, you know, my pants get wet. I need to change my pants if I want to go work out. If somebody else needs a pair of pants, it gets cold out and they only have shorts. I always keep a cami in my car as well. Again, shirt gets wet, gonna work out, I'm good to go. Oh, I forgot my clothes. No, I didn't. I have stuff in the car. I highly suggest keeping tennis shoes in your car as well if you work out a lot. In the winter, I keep an extra pair of winter boots in my car. But more, I'll show you what I normally keep in the car. Since winter is upon us, I always keep two types of gloves in my car. Really warm, thick ones, and the cheapo ones that you can like drive with and do stuff with. Anybody forgets their gloves, your hands get really cold around here. For the college girls who do a lot of overnighters wherever, whether it's a party or with a dude, I used to keep a nightgown in my car. I don't anymore. I put 2 tank tops in here. Always a hoodie. Always have a hoodie in your car. No matter what climate you live in, it gets cold at night, you never go wrong. In the winter, you can keep a variety if you want. I just gave you some ideas. I always keep a hat, that kind of hat in my car as well. Fuzzy socks in the winter. I always keep a pair of fuzzy socks in my car because when you go to someone's house, you can slip these over your socks. They act like slippers. In the summer, I always keep a bathing suit, one that I don't necessarily care about. You know, in case you're with somebody and they don't have a bathing suit and you want to go swimming, or, you know, it can also act as bra and underwear. If you just want to keep a bathing suit in your car for all situations, go for it. I always keep a t-shirt in my car. And these are the type of shoes that I keep, like all purpose. I can work out in them. I can go to the beach in them. You know, in the winter, like I said, I do keep boots because you can't go wrong with boots. let me keep these out because these are actually going to be used for pick-a-pile at some point. Let me throw this shit back in here. But that's all I really got for clothes. Nothing major. You can keep a pair of jeans. I always kept an extra work uniform because I was the type that had to work through college. Always keep extra work clothes, especially if you end up spending the night somewhere and you need to go to work the next day. Alright, let's talk about practicality. I always, college, I don't anymore, but I always kept toothpaste and toothbrushes, multi-pack. You can get this for $1 at the dollar store. I got this for $1 at the dollar store. Shit that doesn't cost a lot of money that you and your friend will need. You can loan one out. I mean, obviously you don't want it back, but you can have one for yourself and someone else. Or you have two in case you use one. I always kept a little mini candle in my car in case the power went out wherever I was. Or you can actually use this as a flashlight as well. A lighter, always good to have a regular lighter, even if you're not a smoker. Someone you're with might need one. But I got this for $1 at the dollar store for the summer, lighting bonfires, firecrackers, whatever. If you're into that, keep one of those in the box in your car. This is actually in my car for a long time. It's broken now, but I carried a mirror so I could do my makeup or see my hair. Especially in college, like I said, I was always going between the sorority house to the dorm to my friend's house. You know, I was never in one place for long, so I was kind of like a nomad. It's really dirty because I don't pull it off until I need another one. Lint duster, always important to have that in your car, especially if you gotta like go to work or go somewhere nice where you need to make a good impression. Ladies, this is vital. When I was younger in college, I kept a box of tampons and a pack of pads. Now I don't anymore because I'm in my 30s and we're more prepared individually. But no matter where I went in college, there was always someone that, surprise, your period came and you weren't prepared for it. So I always kept a box of each in my car so I could help other ladies out. But now I just get a little makeup bag. Stuff it with as many pads and tampons as you can for yourself. Keep it right in your glove box. Also, I know that women don't like to talk about this, but let's be real. When you get your period, it doesn't smell the nicest, you know. You spray this right on your pad and your underwear. It blocks all the blood smell or period, whatever, especially on those gusher days. Man, I'm sorry if you're watching this, you're like, ew, but it's #truth. I highly recommend this. You can even use this without your period and just spray it on your underwear. This is deodorant for your peepees, ladies, and it's very cheap. It says you can spray it directly on your junk, but I wouldn't. You could get an infection. Just spray it on your underwear, to be honest, and you will smell fresh to death all day, whether you're bleeding or not. So I highly suggest keeping this in your car. It works for like when you're going in the club and you're dancing all night. Spray this on your underwear first. Or if you're going to hook up, change into that clean underwear, spray this on it. I'm going to give you a few other tricks if you're going to hook up with somebody. I wasn't much to hook up with other people. I was very shy. I had a traumatic past, but whatever. The first time I had sex with a guy, I learned some tricks as a trade. So I will share those with you later. But again, always keep this in your car. You can loan it to your friends. They can take it into the bathroom. This is the one thing you can have back after. It's not like it touches anyone's parts. But having this in your car will be vital, especially if you are not prepared yourself. Also, I always have in my purse a little nail clipper, because how many times have I been working and my fucking nail broke and it was so annoying and you had to sit there all day with a broken nail, cutting yourself, or, you know, one of your friends breaks a nail. I highly recommend you can get this for 99 cents. Stick them in your purse, ladies. You can't go wrong without this. You can always use these as scissors as well to cut like tags off, but I do have these handy dandy scissors that I keep in my car. You can trim your eyebrows with it. You can trim that annoying piece of hair, or you can cut things and they don't take up a lot of space. Glove box, essential. Alright. You always want to have some sunglasses. These are just my cheap knockoff that I carry everywhere. If they break, I don't really care. Even in winter, it's blinding with all the white. Always keep sunglasses in your car. Okay. Now, in that handy-dandy box in your trunk, I always kept safety pins. How many times are you out and, like, your dress ripped or your button fell off your pants or you borrowed something from a friend and it was a little too big? You can hem stuff with this and people won't even know. You can fix a button. You know, these always came in handy. Everyone was always like, oh my God, you think of everything. I can't even tell you how many times this saved my life and other people's fashion wardrobe mishaps. So keep those in your glove box or in your box in the trunk. Okay. Now you always want to have a phone charger in your car. Never take it out of your car because then you won't lose it. But I also keep an extra charger that I can carry in somewhere else. You can get these pretty cheap. I think this was like $5. Keep that in your car because you're always going to need your phone charge, your alarm clock, what have you. You'll be sad if you end up staying the night and you don't have a charger and you ask for someone and nobody has one. I always had one. when cell phones came about. Also, same with earbuds. Always have a cheap pair of, you know, when you're bored and stuck somewhere and you can't really listen to stuff loud, well, entertain yourself. Or if you don't want, you want to be antisocial and act like these are on, that works too. You can get smaller versions, but when I was in college, I always had a calculator. Always. You know how many times people did math wrong when we're in the store trying, like, shopping on a budget? I was always the one like, we still got $5, guys. I kept track of things. Always have a Sharpie in your car, especially in college if you want to write someone a note. if you're out drinking and you want to add a mustache to a jerk. Don't do that, really. That's bad advice. But I always had a Sharpie. And I always had a mini notebook with a pen. You know you can put information in your car, but if you need to make a shopping list, you can sit there right in your car before you go in and write it. I got this for free from somebody. Or you can go to the dollar store and get a 3-pack of this size for $1. You know, whatever notes you need to take. If you forget your notebook for class, if you need to write down directions for someone else, whatever, it's always good to have that shit in your glove box. Now, college kids. I always carried ramen noodles in my car. How many times were you stuck somewhere and you got drunk and you were hungry and everything was closed? This you can make anywhere. All you need is water and a microwave. And I always kept crackers in my car because you can't take medicine on an empty stomach for one, so I always ate some crackers in the morning and then took my medicine. But again, this will act as a snack. Nothing too major in your trunk that's going to take up a lot of room, but you will be thankful that shit was in your car when you're hungry. This isn't a deck of cards, but I'm just using it as an example. You know, back when I was in college, we used to play cards all the time. I don't know if kids still do that, but I always kept a deck of cards in my box, in the trunk. Someone's like, oh, I wish we had cards. We can play some drinking games. I got some. I was always the prepared one. Also, what I always keep in my car, outside of my box, this is like hanging out in my center console. Anytime you're with a smoker and you're not a smoker, or you're a smoker yourself, makes your clothes smell like they just came out of the dryer in whatever sense you need that for. Also, for you little stoners out there, because I was a stoner in college, keep this in your car because your car starts to reek like a blunt wrap or what have you. Or if you eat some Taco Bell in your car and you whatever, get pulled over, you need to. Sorry, cops, if you're watching this, for #truth when I was younger. This saved me so many times. We had just got done smoking a bowl, and my friend would get pulled over. Out with my can. Shh. I used to carry this in my book bag. 99 cents, people. Cops didn't smell nothing. Okay. Next, in your trunk, always have baby wipes. Always have baby wipes. You can use them to clean up. If you can't shower, wash your lady bits before you hook up with somebody. If you make a mess on yourself, if you need to clean off a dirty toilet, whatever, baby wipes always come in handy. Same with this. I keep these chilling right in my center center console or in my back seat. Always a box of tissues. I have allergies, so I always need tissues. People really like that when they get in your car and they're like, oh, I need a tissue. Also, I always kept a roll of toilet paper in my car because we did a lot of partying in the woods, especially in high school. You don't want to be stuck without toilet paper. Or how many times did you go to a party and there's no fucking toilet paper in the bathroom? I would go out to my car, take what I needed, put it in my purse, and go pee. I would be totally fine for me and my friends. Also, I kept travel size shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and like a dollar loofah or a washcloth so I could take a shower anywhere I needed to, which is important when you're in college. Let me clear some room and we'll get, oh Jesus, we'll get into some beauty stuff that you should have. Oh my God, I didn't really think this through now. Again, I don't always carry this stuff anymore because I'm old now. I don't necessarily need to, but I know you young bucks in college and in high school, this shit will literally save your life wherever you go. Alright, let's talk about some beauty stuff. I always keep one of these in my purse, headband, for them windblown crazy hair days where nothing's cooperating or your hair gets fucked up and you still want to look cute. Headband. I always keep, this is actually just a mirror. It's very dirty. I haven't used it in a while. It's been in the bottom of my desk. And a compact with my foundation. I always kept a liquid foundation in my trunk too. Basically, like I said, when I was in college, I was like a nomad going all over the place, so I kept a bunch of shit in my trunk. I always kept lotion of some kind, not necessarily this brand. It was cheap shit because I was very broke. 99-cent deodorant. How many times did I go to work and I was like, oh my God, I forgot to put my deodorant on. Out to my car. Or if you're at a party, you're at the club and you're sweating, touch up your deodorant so you smell good. Also, hair perfume. This refreshes your hair. It's not leave-in conditioner. It's just a scent boost to make your hair smell good. If you're walking through the bar back then, everyone used to smoke so you'd smell like a fucking ashtray by the end of the night. You want to hook up with a boy? They're going to be like, wow, you smell amazing. Yeah, tricks of the trade, ladies. Also, lotion and perfume combo. They got to be the same. Lotion on your neck, especially if you're dancing with boys or you want to go hook up with someone. Neck, boobies, arms, hands, okay? Spray this on your neck, spray this on your wrist, spray it on your shirt. You will smell so good, even if you dance all night. I was a big dancer. I know. I always kept makeup wipes in my car because, or back then it was liquid and I used to have a towel. We didn't have cool wipes like this in college, but, you know, when you wake up, hooked up with a guy, oh, my friends, I used to laugh at them all the time. They'd come down with, like, raccoon eyes, like, I need some of your makeup remover before they wake up. So, this is vital to have, ladies. Get up before them, wipe it all off, because, you know, when you're drunk and stuff, you don't think to wipe your makeup off. And you look like a hot mess when you wake up. Also, I kept a brush. I didn't really care about 2 hair ties, one on the brush, one on the clip, and a clip to throw my hair up when I spent the night somewhere. I always kept bobby pins in my car to fix my hairdo while you're, you know, when you're dancing and stuff and you're trying to look nice, your hair falls out wherever it's supposed to be clipped up. And these, just pop them right in your hair. Never go wrong. Everyone really appreciated it. I always had bronzer or blush, lip gloss, under eye concealer. Now this is all stuff I got for $1, so I didn't really care if I lost it, but it saved me in a pinch. Eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, mascara, and a basic eye kit that would go with my eyes and anything I was wearing. I throw that in my trunk as well. I always had a leave-in or detangler spray and hairspray as well. Those were vitals to have in my trunk. They saved me a million times. Also, I forgot, for practicality, a small flashlight in the bottom of your purse. Always have one, because what if your phone's dead and you can't use your flashlight? You shouldn't have flashlight on your phone anyway, because that's giving them permission to spy on you. By the way, read the fine print on that flashlight. Keep this in your car. Keep a bigger one in your car. I always keep a normal size flashlight, the wind up kind, so you don't have to worry about it dying. And I always keep a little one in my purse. You should also have mace in your purse, but to be honest, the purse is the first thing they knock out of your hands, so I would highly suggest taking a self-defense class or keeping that mace in your pocket, even though sometimes it's hard to get to. I mean, they tell girls to carry all this stuff, but in the real situation, they have your hands pinned or they knock your purse out of your hand. So like I said, take self-defense, because you want to be totally practical and prepared, know how to get out of any situation, know how to get out of holds. Don't depend on your purse or a weapon, because men prepare for that, because they're evil, sick fucks out there, and you need to be prepared. Not all of them, I'm just saying the ones that attack women. Alright, so here's some health stuff for the box. Not necessarily this big, it's the only mouthwash I have right now, but I always kept a little travel size of mouthwash when I couldn't brush my teeth or I threw up somewhere. This is a new ad. Get yourself a disposable box of masks. I got those for $3. I always had, in the summer for me, but if you live in a tropical place, I always had sunscreen and bug spray. Essential, always in the box. Now, college girls. Let me tell you something that they're doing now that nobody talks about. Now, everybody's got to pay for a cup. For one, do you know how many parties I went in and be like, I just held up my red cup, and because most of them use red cups. Well, when I was in college, they did. I already paid. Just hold up your cup, because that was the way they could tell if people paid. They had a cup. So I already paid. I had to get something out of my car. So buy some red cups, you and your friends. Find out if they're writing something on the cup. Look around before you go in there if you can. Also, now they're starting to drop liquid date rape in the cups before they give them out to girls. They have 2 different stacks. If you're noticing, men, like if you go to a frat party and they're handing girls from one stack, girls from another stack, they're pre-date raping girls. So bring your own fucking cups, ladies. Don't fall in that trap. And pay attention and watch your friends. I always had dental floss in my car. You know, when you're eating, you go out to eat and you get something stuck in your teeth that's so fucking annoying to deal with all night. Go to my box. Magic. I always kept pocket tissues in my purse. This is a hippie product from my mom. It's from Zumbar. It's called Zumlab Magic Stick. Zumlab Magic Stick. This is like the best Neosporin you could ever have. It works to get rid of pimples. anything magic. Just rub it on a cut, rub it on your zit. It helps. I always had this in my purse. Little hand sanitizer I always had, but now it's even more essential to have in my purse. I always kept medicines in my box. I always had heartburn medicine, Pamprin, because you know us girls need that. I find this works better than Midol, in my opinion. And Aleve for those hangovers. Keep those always in your car. Even if you don't have a hangover, you just have a headache, or you're at work and you get your period, you know, that shit comes in handy. Always have condoms in your car. These are probably expired. Shows how much action I get, ladies. But anyway, always have condoms, because you can't count on the men to have them. And maybe your friend will need one as well. I used to keep a whole box in my car in college. I, like I said, wasn't one to hook up, but all my friends. You know, I didn't want them to get pregnant, and I didn't want them to get an STD, so they'd be like, please, I need one of your things from your box. Like, okay. Be there for your sisters. Protect them, because they don't always think right when they're drinking. I always kept Neosporin, or this is knockoff, this is actually $1, it still works, and Band-Aids in my box, because I am accident prone and so are my friends. In my purse, I always carry an egg or chapstick, especially in winter. Ladies, if you wear contacts, keep a spare set of contacts and solution. I don't, but I used to keep it in my box for the girls that did. Always have antibacterial wipes in your car. Always, always. They act on protect you from anything, especially now. Here's a little tip most people don't know. You have to get the red and white ones, but these help with a tummy ache. I got this from my mom. I like the green ones, but peppermint, the plain red and white ones, you can get a whole bag for $1. If you got a stomach ache, you don't need to eat Tums. Eat 3 of these and your stomach ache goes away. Something about peppermint, it's a natural stomach elixir. My mom is a hippie. Obviously, I get all this stuff from her, but I always kept the red ones in my box. When you throw up, they act as a mint and they calm your stomach as well. I always kept water. I used to keep like a 6-pack of water in my car. This never expires. Hot day, you need a drink. You're sick, you need a drink. Always vital to have water in your car. I still to this day at least keep 2 in my car. But now, ladies, I used to keep a can of pineapple juice in my car. If I was going to hook up with a dude, I would, obviously I was the one that planned this out. I would have to see them for a while. So the night I was going to do it, before I went into the party, I would slam this. Because, it's a proven fact, pineapple juice makes your woo-hoo taste good, ladies. So there you go. You could also mix this with alcohol and bring your own mixer. That's another reason why I always had pineapple. I couldn't drink certain liquors straight, so I'd pull the can out of my bag and my friends would laugh. But all the guys were kind of impressed. They're like, you bring your own mixer? That's kind of hot. Well, I don't know why it was kind of hot, but I always brought my own chaser. I don't trust people. I don't. And, there's been a few times. This was actually, I learned in college. I started doing it in college. There was a couple diabetic situations. They would be drinking and their insulin got fucked up. And I ran to my trunk. I got them orange juice out of my car and I got them home to their insulin. This orange juice will save them from going in a diabetic coma or passing out. I can't even tell you how many people I woke up in college and there was like a gift basket outside my door because this little bottle of orange juice literally saved their life. So I always think about the diabetics. I don't know why. I'm not a diabetic myself. My grandpa was. Growing up, I used to help him and give him insulin in his belly. I feel like it was just instilled in me. My grandma always had orange juice in her house, so I always kept a bottle of Minute Maid orange juice because this isn't something you need to refrigerate. It's not like the normal orange juice, but it still works like orange juice. Don't put like Tropicana in your trunk because that needs to be refrigerated. This Minute Maid, if you are a diabetic out there, always keep this in your car. I'm telling you. I would have even given my pineapple juice if I didn't, because pineapple juice is the same thing. Fruit juice helps that glucose that they need. But, when they're drinking, they sometimes forget to give themselves insulin or it fucks up their body. Anyway, you will literally save a life if you have orange juice in your car. I think that's all I got for you. I think I covered all the bases here. Again, just get a big box, put it in your trunk. Change out what you need, add what you need to. Go to the comments below, anything I forgot. I used to keep those Dr. Soul insoles because I worked all the time. You could throw those in your box as well, especially when your shoes start to go and then you're like halfway through the day, you're like, oh my god, my feet hurt. Go out to your trunk. What else? No, I'm forgetting something. I always forget something. About a little thing of Scotch tape. I can't tell you how many times in college we needed to fix something or money ripped and you need to spend it. Always keep Scotch tape in your glove box as well. Yeah, I think that's everything. I wouldn't suggest putting a gun in your car. I was never one for guns, but if you do have a gun, don't leave it in your glove box. One, people can steal it. I feel like the extreme cold fucks up guns you could get unless you have a good case. If you have a good case, you don't gotta worry about it. But mostly people could steal your guns. You can keep the bullets in there, but I wouldn't if you live in hot climates. That shit will go off one day, especially if you're over 100 degrees. Just don't keep that shit in your car. I just don't suggest it. Also, I used to have a lockbox that I would put my wallet and all my money in it, and I would hide it somewhere in my car. I'd suggest doing that if you're in college. You can't, or for your dorm room, keep that lockbox in your dorm room, something that people can't break open. I spent good money on it. That's the one thing you don't want to skimp, because people can take a crowbar or just throw it against the wall. Get one that won't just break open, and keep your personal shit in it, especially if you're sharing a dorm room. And always have shower shoes. Ladies in college, never ever take a shower without shower shoes. You're gonna get athlete's foot. It's not fun. I had that twice in college before I learned that you need some fucking shower shoes. I used to be a weirdo. I used to clean the fucking shower before I went in it, and I still would get athlete's foot. I'm like, why the fuck? I scrubbed this. Well, you're gonna need to bleach that for like 24 hours. Because it's used so much. But anyway, I hope this was helpful, and I hope it helps you be prepared and other girls be prepared. Also, a beach towel. Keep a beach towel in your car. I forgot that one. And 2 bath towels. One for your hair and one for your body with the rest of your shower stuff. Okay? And slippers and a bathrobe if you have an extra. Because there are many times have I spent the night at places and it was a little chilly, or I wish I had some slippers. I just remembered that the last second. Okay, guys, I love you. I'll see you next time. Like I said, go to the comments below. Add some shit. Help these young ladies out there. Be prepared for any situation. Help each other. Be there for each other. We need to protect each other, especially at parties. If you see a girl who's really drunk and some guy's dragging her off, check on that situation. Don't let them be hauled off, especially with the date rape thing they're doing now. Pay attention to your friends. Use the buddy system. Go to the bathroom together. Don't go anywhere alone. Don't go outside alone. They'll take you. I don't trust people. Watch out for each other, ladies. We are, at the end of the day, we can prevent rapes more than anything just by being cockblocks and being annoying. And you know what? Fuck them. If you're a cockblock, you're saving your friend. They'll wake up in the morning and they probably won't remember it if that's drunk. If they're that drunk, like, why are you, like, how many times did I tell my friends, like, they couldn't even stand up on their own. Like, the guy was literally dragged. I'm like, no, she's out of commission tonight. Put her down. No. Like, fuck off. She doesn't even know her name right now. Not happening. Was not afraid to be a cockblock in that sense. If they could make up their own mind and they seemed fine, I minded my business. But when some girl was literally sleep standing or puking or whatever, I did not. I don't care if I knew them or not. I was like, get the fuck off her. I don't care if you've been dating her 3 years. It ain't happening, bro. Watch out for your ladies, okay? Love and light out there. Bye. Maybe. I have too much shit. It won't turn off. Bye, guys.